Hello everyone, welcome to Developing Success. And today we are going to take up a very interesting topic as to how tropical cyclones are named and what is the reason for them to be named. Okay, so you must have heard in the news about the recent cyclone, tropical cyclone, which hit the coast of the Bay of Bengal by the name of Amphan. Previously, also, you must have heard about Phony and then Laila and so on. So, why are they named? Who named them? Why are they named so? We will discuss about all these answers in this video today. So, we start with the mm, information about the Indian Meteorological Department IMD. Okay, because IMD has a special significance on naming these cyclones, so we will study about the IMD. So, in the year 1875, the IMD was established by the British India. Okay, so Mr. H.F. Blandford was the first appointed reporter of the Government of India, and the first Director General of Observation was Sir John Elliot, who was appointed in May 1889 at Calcutta headquarters. So, at the time of formation, IMD was situated first in Calcutta, and there is a Elliot Park also by the name in the central Calcutta by the name of Sir John Elliot. So the headquarters of IMD was later shifted to Shimla, then shifted to Pune, and finally to New Delhi. So from Calcutta to New Delhi. So actually, this IMD is using a self-built satellite system to monitor the weather observations of our country and the regional weather also. So that name of the satellite is INSAT. The full form is the Indian National Satellite System, which is a series of multi-purpose geostationary satellites to help in telecommunications, broadcasting, meteorology, and search and rescue operations. So these are the four main functions. It was launched in 1983 INSAT. It is the largest domestic communication system in the Indo-Pacific region. Mind you, Indo-Pacific regions also have some other 12 countries which we will be discussing in this lecture. So this INSAT is the joint venture of these five: Department of Space, Department of Telecommunication, Indian Meteorological Department, All India Radio, and Doordarshan. So it is the joint venture of these five, INSAT. Okay, so this was the introductory information about the INSAT. Now we jump onto the section who named these cyclones. Okay, so these cyclones generally form in the ocean basins of the world and are named by the regional specialized meteorological centers. Okay, RSMC, regional specialized meteorological centers, and tropical cyclone warning centers. So there are six regional specialized meteorological centers in the world, including the IMD. So in the six, IMD of India is one of them, and there are around tropical cyclone warning centers 5 in the world. So the Indian Meteorological Department IMD is a RSMC, and it has a great role in naming these cyclones. IMD names the cyclones developing over three regions. Which are the three regions? North Indian Ocean, including the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea, after following a standard procedure. So the IMD is also mandated to issue advisories to 12 other countries in the region. So which are those 12 countries? I will just tell you. So how are these cyclones named? So in 2000 year, a group of nations called WMO, ESCAP, World Meteorological Organization, United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. Actually, this organization is comprised of 13 members, India and plus 12 other members. Okay, so these 12 are the Bangladesh, Maldives, Myanmar, Oman, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and then we have in 2018 countries joined are Iran, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, UAE, and Yemen. So these are the 12 countries, and plus India, it becomes 13. So these 13 countries decided to start naming cyclones in the region. So after this, each country sent in a suggestion to the WMO ESCAP panel on tropical cyclones. So PTC is the panel on the tropical cyclones. It finalizes the list. So all these 13 countries sent the names that how the cyclone should be named, and these names are then considered by the panel, and then it is finalized. So the list of 169 cyclone names was released recently in April 2020 by the IMD, and these were 13 suggestions were provided by the 13 countries. So the new list included the last name from the previous list, Amphan. So Amphan was in the 2019 list, and it was suggested by Thailand. Okay, this was not used, so that is why it was again added in the 2020 list, and this name was taken. So incidentally, IMD has issued an alert for cyclone Amphan, which formed over the southeast Bay of Bengal and the adjoining South Andaman Sea. Okay, so the nearby countries to the southeast Bay of Bengal are your Indonesia, you have Malaysia, then you have Thailand, you have Myanmar. So these are the countries which are nearby. Now, what is the need for these cyclones to be named? So, what is the need? Adopting the names of these cyclones makes it easier for the people to remember, okay, as opposed to numbers and technical terms. For example, if I tell you that cyclone Phony destroyed some 20,000 people in Odisha, it is an imaginary thing. It did not destroy, but I am just taking an example that it destroyed 20,000 people. And if I say that the cyclone in 2019 in the month of September destroyed some these number of people, so a better connection will be taking the name of Phony and not taking the name of the date. Okay, so that is why it makes it easier for the people to remember the quantum of destruction they made and all. So apart from the general public, it also helps the scientific community, the media, and the disaster managers to remember these names and the disaster associated with them. And in terms of training and in terms of making awareness to the people, in terms of planning, it is easy for them to actually take this name and then work in accordance. So with a name, it is easy to identify individual cyclones, create awareness of its development, rapidly disseminate warnings to increased community. For example, there are many uneducated and unaware people which are living in the coastline. So to make them aware, to make an announcement, they can give a relevant name of the previous cyclone which made a large quantum of disaster. For example, to vacate the people from the coastal region during the Amphan cyclone recently, the names must have taken of the cyclone Phony and the cyclone Laila, to make them aware that these cyclones made a large amount of destruction, and the same like Laila and same like Phony is arriving once again. So it is easy for the managers, the disasters managers, to make the people aware and remove confusion, because there are multiple cyclonic systems, especially over the Bay of Bengal region. So because we know that the Bay of Bengal regions has more cyclones than the Arabian Sea region, because the Arabian Sea region is a huge one. It is not engulfed by the land on all the sides, two very nearly regions, and the Bay of Bengal is engulfed because it is a bay. So that is why it is a more number of cyclones. So this was all about the naming of the cyclones and why they are named and who named them. Okay, so thank you so much. I will be back again with some of the interesting topics. Thank you.